What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with some more Trails Through Daybreak 2. Last time we finished off things over on the island, and now we are back with Shizuna in our party after we were just done fighting her, with her new outfit, of course. Actually, I'm curious, do we have access immediately to her old costume? I forget if it's... No, but we do have this. The free DLC, the Z1 outfit. Obviously, for story purposes, I don't use costumes. Unless it's... There are very rare cases where I'll use a different costume if I just genuinely love it way more than what they're wearing. But for the most part, for the playthrough at least, I like to keep everyone in their normal costumes. But yeah, so I think her normal outfit we either get as a story thing later, or it is something we can unlock in the garden. Alright, let's see what we got. Rumors. Alright. We can handle some rumors.
これが 4SPG の依頼か。楽しみだね。
首突っ込む気満々かよ。
言っとくが、お前さんの分の分け前は出ねえからな。いいよ。
その分楽しませてくれるなら。
嫌な予感しかしねえ。そうだ。
Yeah, you and me both. I want to grab 4 SPGs first, though, just so we can see what they are. Because I feel like this late, because we're pretty much near the end of the act.
この感じ、なんだか妙な息吹を感じます。
やっぱ光天楼からか。もしかすると。どれどれ。
Yep, okay. So one normal and then a monster extermination. So let's go back to the eroded cave and deal with it first. Just get it out of the way. You can see a bunch of bodies up there. First things first, though, let's access this. And it's not going to affect Shizuna, unfortunately, because we don't have her unlocked in here yet, but this will help everyone else. Yeah, it's fine. Actually, thinking about it, hold on. Second ward. Here it is. I keep forgetting we have this here.
最高だ。
この蒸気悪くありませんね。
She's not actually behaving this time.
リフレッシュできました。
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't just do that to begin with. I sometimes forget we have this back here. Now, I want to go to Newtown real quick. I want to see if we can watch another movie. Oh, good, we can. Okay, okay. Sharkferno. Alright, same dealio. We'll let it play. Sharkferno, though. Like Inferno, so there's sharks in the fire. Local. Oh! Wait, so what would sharks be doing in the forest? What?
落ち着いてください。ここは安全です。ですからどうか。
そんな町長まで。
Yeah.
ブリッ
Okay.
ク、やっぱり私たちでやるしかないわ。
あの老人の言ってた伝承通りならまとってる炎さえ消せば奴を倒せそうだが、あっちに窒素ガスのタンクがある。破裂させて酸素を奪ってやれば、あるいはだがどうやって奴をそこまで。
わかった、そういうことなら。
おいおい、どうしたリーザ、急に手のひらを切るなんてタチの悪いジョークか。
サメなら血の匂いで誘導できるものよ。行動パターンからして奴にも通用するはず。動物学者流の戦い方ってやつよ。甘く見ないでちょうだい。
なるほどな。相変わらずの肝の座りようで安心したぜ。よし、あのクソったれなキャンプファイヤーの鎮火を派手に決めてやろうじゃないか。終わりだ化け物。
Oh, no, stop! I've never seen a film quite like that one. I suppose shark movies are a genre unto themselves. I do recall hearing the term B-movie before. They're produced on what's called a shoestring budget and target a niche demographic. That's right, most people making them know they're only going to appeal to a specific group, but their core fan bases are really loyal. Having said that, the sad truth is when a B-movie's bad, it's like really bad. Oh my god, it's so self-aware. Whereas a big budget film, you can at least get some enjoyment out of the effects and stuff, even if the story's not that good. Okay, I keep wanting to get a screenshot, but this is all like very good. So in other words, part of the appeal of watching B-movies is akin to a gamble. That's so funny. The people in Calvert sure do make fun movies. That was awesome. It's normally easy to tell a good B movie from a bad one. I like watching them, even if it's a toss-up whether it's a good time or not. Sadly, a lot of B... That's so self-aware. B movies are just blatant rip-offs. Because this one's supposed to be like a... Like, obviously, it's like Sharknado, but Sharkferno instead of Sharknado. They'll pick a theme similar to a big blockbuster, give it a misleading title, and make a B-movie out of it. They call them mockbusters. Interesting. I guess people having the freedom to make whatever they want could be a good or bad thing. Well, I'm no expert in the art of filmmaking, but I think all creative-minded people need something that can light a spark of inspiration. When people put their all into their work, even if it's derivative, it can still result in a product that's satisfying for their audience. Does that make any sense? That's some pretty profound insight. Can't believe you got all that from watching a shark movie. I'm just fascinated by film culture, that's all. Still, you're not going to create a classic if you're just imitating others. That must be what... That's funny. That's very funny coming from her, because she just, you know, her spirit unification was learned just by imitating Reen's. Although, she was already strong enough as it is before doing that. Oh man, that's great. Shizen is very funny. Alright, well, I'm glad we got that handled. Oh, EX Sauna visited. So. Oh, so I had to visit it outside of the normal time you go there. All right, now we can go to the eroded cave and deal with
行
this.
くとすっか
But yeah, like I was saying before, is we're pretty much after we, you know, enter the Great Spire and deal with all that, we're pretty much done with 2A, and we'll be moving on to 2B. So it really should be, you know, at most 3 more videos, including this one, but I'm thinking we could probably do it in 2. Uh...
こっちだそらそら
こちらのターンです。
I did not mean to do that.
いい調子だ。来てください。ロード完了。
So see, it's basically the same thing as what Melchior had. I actually don't know if you can use more than one. I've never really gotten the chance to try. Even in general, though, just having the extra body can be very helpful. All right, we got fully playable Shizuna for the first time. Obviously, last game, we only had 2 sections where we got to use her for a bit.
任せたシズナ
例の方。
So far in every arc, we have had at least one 8 leaves, 1 blade playable character. In Libero, in the Sky games, we had Annalus. Actually, we had Annalus and we had Richard. Were both playable at some point during those games. In Crossbell, we obviously had Arios. In Erebonia, obviously Reen, and then now we've got Shizuna. So, pretty cool. I mean, it's also the same thing. You could say the same thing about Brawlsritter members. We had Kevin in Sky. We had Wazi in Crossbell. We had Gaius in Erebonia. And we've had, if you don't want to count Bergard, we've had Celis and Leon in these games.
任せたリゼット
加速します。
I guess you could also say the same thing for DG Cult Victims. We've had a playable... actually... The Erebonia main cast doesn't have a DG Cult Victim. Now, there are playable characters in those games. Like, obviously, you're able to play as Ren in Cold Steel 4 and Reverie. And then you had... I forget what her name was, but one of the 3... Knights that works with Duvali was also a DG Cult Victim. You get to use her for a bit, but obviously we've got Ren, we've got Tio, and then we've got Van. So far, we know Quattro is one, but it hasn't been explained to what extent he was a victim. So we'll have to wait on that. But yeah, you can take a lot of these things and kind of apply it. But yeah. Surprisingly, they did not put a DG Cult Victim in Class 7. So that's kind of interesting to really think about.
こちらの番だ逃がすかよ吹き飛べ行くぜしまいにしようぜバンドロイズライド
All right, cool.
当然だなこれで負け引きだ
Mewtwo. All right, just 1 4 SPG to go. All right, now let's head back to Second Ward.
よし向かうぞ
Rest again to get all our craft points back.
さあさあ
Not gonna cry over 500 Mira.
最高だ。
この蒸気悪くありませんね。リフレッシュできました。
湯冷めせんようにの
Okay, sorry about that. Was checking the, just making sure everything's running right. Alright, so, now that that's handled, let's go ahead and head to the first ward
出発いたします。
and handle this request. Oh, it's over here. Hey, Sid. Oh, Aaron, I didn't realize you were back. I've actually had something bothering me lately, and I kind of wanted to see if you had anything to say about it. Yeah, I saw the request on the bulletin board. Something about an odd rumor that's been doing the circuit. Maybe it's that thing we heard about earlier today. It certainly sounded like the kind of thing that could hurt Mr. Wei's reputation. I heard someone say after all his wandering, it looks like Aaron's finally decided to settle down with someone. But he had a change of heart and broke it off with that girl. I hear he even got violent with her. That's what's been going around. I heard that one too. So that was you that we're talking about. Guess it's even more widespread than it was earlier. Heh, I'm not too concerned about some petty rumors. I mean, the first half of it isn't even all that bad. Oh, so you are getting married? No, I am not. I'm not in a serious relationship, and I sure as hell don't have plans of settling down anytime soon. Yeah, if Aaron told me he was settling down, I'd think he was dying. Oh my god. Guess that's why you wanted to talk to us about it? Who's spreading these rumors anyway? Seems like Rui Lee's behind it. Rui Lee? I wouldn't have pegged her as a type. What's she even doing up to these days? Haven't seen her around in a while. Who's Rui Lee? An old friend we used to hang out with. She didn't come with you guys to the capital when you came to visit, did she? Nah, she said she wasn't feeling up to it at the time. Huh, sounds like you broke it off with her after all. I did not. How did you even know she was the one that started it? Our friends have been a bit of an information network between us, but as far as where Rui Lee is right now, I've got no clue. Like Aaron said, she hasn't really been around much lately. Well, if it's just a rumor, I'm sure it'll die down over time. That's usually how these things go anyway. Actually, I suspect this particular rumor won't go away until we directly confront Mr. Rui Lee about it. I'm a bit concerned that no one seems to know where she is, though. Yeah, even if it's just a dumb rumor, a close friend's mixed up in it. I need to find out what's going on. But we're pressed for time as it is, and it's not really up to me. What do you say, boss? Got time to look into it? Oh, she's acting like she's always been part of the group. Love it. I'd like to get to the Great Spire as soon as we can, but something smells off about this. I doubt Sal's involved, but it'd be better to resolve all our issues before we move on. I really appreciate it. That makes me feel loads better. Well, even if he didn't take the case, I was planning to look into it on my own if I could. I figure as much. You're kind of an open book. Stop acting like you're my dad or something. Let's just get investigating already. We don't want to lose any more time. We're gonna need some more info first, though. Where should we start? Why don't we ask Hallie and Jack over at the pub? They may already know something we don't. I see, so that's how you handle these types of situations. She says she's just learning. I guess that's the Spriggan way, huh? Or maybe like that. That definitely is a joke. Glad I'm getting to see how the other half lives for once. Just don't go doing anything crazy, alright? Really? The Aaron way? That's the best you could come up with? Whatever, let's just get the show on the road. I'm not sure if somebody's got a grudge against me or they're just trying to keep us out of the Great Spire. But whoever it is, whether it's Rui Lee or somebody else, they seem to be trying pretty hard to get my attention. I say we give them what they want.
OSPG 楽しませてもらうよ。
Well, I guess we should check on this Rui Lee lady. I guess it could be like a jealousy thing. Like maybe this Rui Lee has a crush on Aaron and she doesn't like seeing him being around other people or something like that. Either way, let's talk to Jack and Hallie before we do anything else.
ちょっといいか
Yeah, we've been hearing that rumor about Aaron too. Didn't realize Rui Lee was the one who started him. I mean, we don't have proof yet. You're close with her, ain't you, Hallie? I'm not sure close is the right word, but I have talked with her at the bar a few times. She's been coming by since winter of last year. Was like she was here all the time at one point. But ever since the new year, she's becoming less and less. So you probably don't have any idea where she's at either. Oh wait, I remember her mentioning a job actually. I think she said she was starting work at a local brothel. Huh. Heard it just opened recently in Newtown too. You should try asking somebody who works there. Just opened in Newtown? Oh right, I know the place. Actually, I have the manager's number. I'll go ahead and give him a call. So she's a hooker now? Hooker? Does she sell... Does she sell fishing hooks or something? Why would you want to do that? The world can be a street... You are not helping. This can be a strange place, Fairy. If you're curious, why not look it up on your Ziffle later? That's a great idea. Language learning works much better when you have a little help after all. Sounds like I'd better activate the child filter on Miss al-Fayed Ziffa. He said he's free right now, so I asked if he wouldn't mind meeting with you. He said he'll be waiting in the plaza right next to the movie theater in Newtown. Thanks a ton. We'll head over there. Why are you friends with a guy like that anyway? Jack, have you been Hey, hey, I know the guy way before he was put in charge. Oh, and one more thing, Dan. Lately, there's been some gamblers around town who've been preying on women. There are a pair of guys named Dean and Jet. Haven't heard of them, they new around here? They've been popping up more and more all the time. Don't exactly care for their playstyle, though. They like to put their opponents at ease by letting them win the first round, then they go in for the kill. Beyond that, they're just a little too flashy for my liking. Well, in spite of Hallie's glowing review, these guys aren't cheats, they're genuinely talented card players. Either one of them is on the same level as Aaron. Heck, they sound like fun to me. Maybe I'll have to play around with them sometime. Why do those names sound so familiar? Right, we'll keep an eye out. Okay, let's head to Newtown.
どこか寄り道していくかい?
Hello, friend. Hello, brothel manager. He doesn't even have a name. Oh, you must be Jack's friends. That's us. Here's my card. Arkwright Solution. Guess the capital's got all kinds of professions, huh? He mentioned you wanted to ask about one of our employees, Rui Lee, wasn't it? Yeah, we're hoping you could tell us where she is right now. Unfortunately, I'm not really sure. It's actually been a bit of a problem lately. I've been having a difficult time getting her to talk with me. Had you been absent at work? No, but she seemed a bit preoccupied with something lately. I tried asking her if something was wrong, but all she did was wave me off. That's why I decided to have another employee approach her instead. Turns out Rui Lee has something of a gambling problem. It seems to have started around the end of last year. I've even gone to see her play myself. From what I can tell, there's a specific group of gamblers she tends to spend her time with. Interesting, but you make it sound like she hasn't really been enjoying herself. What the hell is she up to? Any chance you know what kind of places she frequents? Well, let me think. I have seen her hanging around the park occasionally. Actually, it's often right around this time of day. How convenient. Those were usually the days where she had shifts at work, so I'd imagine she was stopping by on her way in. You know, not that I would ever know what a brothel manager would be like, but he seems like your general businessman to me. I guess it doesn't matter, like, what kind of profession it is. Like, the person in charge would have to be, you know, very business-oriented. He's not going to be some, like, horny guy, I guess. When you say park, do you mean the one that's nearby? Yes, that's the one. Last time I saw her there was right at the beginning of the year. Not long after she started working with us. We should go take a look. It might offer us some insight into her whereabouts. Right, thanks for the information. And sorry if we interrupted anything. Not at all, I just wish I could be of more help. Here, let me give you my business card just in case. That's got my T-phone number on it too. So if anything comes up, don't hesitate to call. Oh, here we go. And of course, please feel free to contact me if you're ever interested in our services. I think I'm good, actually. Wouldn't feel right patronizing a place where Aaron's friend works. Haha, I suppose that makes sense. Well, I'd better get back. Have a good night. Well, at least Van's not going to be doing stuff like that. If Elaine ever found out, he'd be dead. Sheesh, guess he didn't want to miss a chance to rope in new customers. Anyway, let's go check out that park. She's not here. Well, no Rui Lee. That her? Rui Lee. Where have you been? And who is that guy? What the heck? Shit, what the hell is her problem? That man she was with. He's probably one of the gamblers her boss mentioned. No way of knowing for sure, though. About that. I managed to actually take a picture of him just before the two of them entered the vehicle. Alright, anybody tell you you're one hell of a maid? That's high praise coming from him. 10 out of 10 for sure. Well, let's make good use of that picture then. Mind sending it over my way, Reset? Oh, I see. You plan to send it to the manager we just spoke with. You should be receiving it right about now. Hope we hear back from him soon. Alright, we got a response. He said, never seen that guy before. The gamblers that Rui Lee was playing with were dressed more like some guys you'd see in a host club. Sounds like a certain other couple of creeps we've heard about lately. There's been gamblers around town and been preying on women, yeah. Didn't expect to be paying them a visit so soon. I'm sure Jack will know where to find them. Right, let's head back to Gambit. Alright, Jack, we're back. Vanna and the others explained what they had learned to Jack and Hallie. So that's what happened to Rui Lee, huh? I should have cleaned those guys out a long time ago. I'm sure if we had put the squeeze on them sooner, she'd never have... Hey, I get how you feel, but what's done is done. Seems like there might be something else that led her down that path, too. Something someone was able to prey on. They must have convinced her that gambling was the only way she could get what she wanted. Must have been something that made her vulnerable, huh? Man, she could have come to me or the other guys about it first. So where are these two gamblers anyway? They have a stand over in the second ward of the Eastern Quarter, not too far from Tao Yuan Restaurant. Let me go with you. I might be able to be of some help. Whatever makes you feel better, Hallie. Just don't let your guard down. Heh, you know I won't. Well, I doubt they'll be willing to give us information for free. I feel much more at ease with you along this, Hallie. Alright, let's go see what they're made of. Alright, Hallie's with us. Let's head to Second Ward. Alright. Oh, hey, Xiaoling is still here. These must be the guys. Guess we should start planning what to do next. Yeah, I bet she's really starting to miss us now. What's up, fellas? You sure sound like you're having fun. What are you talking about, chatting up some chicks? Hell, that's one of my favorite pastimes. What say you let me in on the fun, too? Where'd you come from? Look, we haven't got time to entertain men, my friend. Now, if you were a cute girl, that'd be a different story. Let me be straight with you, then. I'd better not hear about either of you hanging out with Rui Lee ever again. So you're Aaron Wei, huh? Heh, we know all about you. As far as Rui Lee goes, we're just a few friends of hers, that's all. Yeah, who are you to decide who are you to decide who she gets to hang around with? You know what? You're right. She can hang out with you losers all she wants. But as far as I'm concerned, you dipshits don't deserve to even breathe the same air as her. Anyway, right now, my good friend is out there saying some crap that's got my ears tingling, and you're gonna tell me where she is. I expect you to spill every last detail. You definitely talk a big game. I can see now why you got the girls falling all over for you. But I'm afraid our ties with Rui Lee are a little more sturdy than some half-baked intimidation attempt. She owes us 500,000 Mira. Let's just say she's got a little too addicted to playing with us. Who do you think introduced her to the loan shark? You get it now, don't you? Mira binds the three of us tighter than blood. Or should I say, the four of us. These guys are sick. Four, huh? They must be talking about the guy we saw her with in Newtown. Oh, I get what you're saying. I should have known better than to think I could get the info out of you for free. How about we sell this with a game of 7 hearts? We win, you tell us where the girl is. You're on. We're men of our word, after all, especially when it comes to gambling. So if you win, I promise we'll tell you where Rui is. Well, where the loan shark is. Perfect, I just need to pick another player in. Hold your horses, pal. I think we'll be the ones picking the other player. Huh? It wouldn't be a fair match unless everybody's on the same level, right? Which is why Hallie Coleman is completely out of the question. What the hell? It sounds to me like you're just chickening out. Let's see now. I think the other player should be... I'd like to play. You? Do you know these men, Miss Harugi? Not really, but their names sound a little familiar. You forgot already? We met just yesterday. She was wandering around the city, so we called out to her, asked if she'd like to play a game. But she completely decimated us. It was like she knew every card before she even saw it. Sounds to me like you're a little more than familiar with them. I guess maybe I'm just really bad at remembering background characters. Anyway, she's totally out. That little girl over there, she's gonna be your partner, Aaron. I know you only picked me because you think I'm weak. If I may, I'm also unaccustomed to games of this nature. Why not allow me to? No reset, let me handle this. Shame will fall upon the warrior who refuses a challenge. I accept. Miss al-Fayed. I assume you'll at least let me explain the rules to her? Sure, whatever. But any more conditions and we'll call the whole thing off. Not that settled. Let's get ready to play. Sorry, sir. We're going to need to borrow that table again. You didn't have to jump in with both feet, small fry. I'll show them a true warrior can't be defeated so easily. We're really going to need your help with this one, Hallie. Don't worry, I've got this. Is it going to be like last game where Hallie's going to give signs? Alright, we'll be playing 2-on-2 7 hearts. The game ends when any player's life reaches 0. When that happens, we add up the number of cards in each player's hand to the remaining life points. The one with the highest score wins. Yeah, the same rules as your standard 4-player match. Now, you ready to lose? I'm good to go over here. Hallie walked me through the strategy earlier. Let's see. In order to win, one of us will be playing the aggressor and the other will be in a supporting role. Given our seating order, I have to be the aggressor. But I need to make sure I play the cards Hallie signals me to. If I remember right, the signs were... I'll give you 3 signs in total. The first is when I fold my arms. That means stay your hand. Okay. The second is when I clear my throat. That means play the fire card. And the third is when I sniffle. That means play the mirage card. Okay, I think I can get that. The third sign will most likely play a key role in whether we win or lose, so try not to forget. Understood. Wish I could have more time to talk over the strategy. So, folded arms. I already forgot. That means stay your hand. Okay, the other two I've got fire card, mirage card, but stay your hand for folded arms, okay? Don't worry, Aaron knows what he's doing. Yeah, this should make for an interesting match. Just don't go telling everybody what his hand is, alright? Oh, come on, I know better than that. Dean has 3 cards, Jet has 4 cards, Aaron has 6. Now I need to deal damage to someone. Let's see, what card to play next? That was one that said, stay my hand. Can you still cheat? You can still cheat. Oh, you can just scroll up. That's right, I shouldn't play a card. Pass. Good, she's picking up on the signals. Now they can rotate hands and get some better cards. Each player's life gradually... At least we're not actually playing the real game. Until finally Fairy's turn to make the decisive play came around. So if she clears her throat, fire. And if she sniffles, then mirage. This is where we make our move. Fairy seems to have picked up on the flow of the game now. Time to throw these guys out into the gutter. Sniffle. Alright, mirage card. Yeah, there's nothing about fire card or wind card, so. The mirage card, I see. I play this one. Mirage card now? Yes, I'm swapping my hand with Jet's. Nice going, Fairy. You even targeted the perfect person. Way to go, small fry. So the fire didn't even matter. Unless if you fail the second one, the third one would actually matter. Can't believe we lost. I really did it. Serves you right. Excellent work, you two. Thanks for your help, Hallie. I'm just glad it all worked out. Alright, it's time for you guys to put your mirror where your mouth is. Of course. The Lone Shark is based out of the Harbor District. Where in the Harbor District? I was just about to tell you, I swear. It's at the far end of the wharf. He goes in and out of that area near that little street vendor's place all the time. Rui Lee should be there too. Oh yeah, we've been around that place before. Shady types sure like to stick to the same spots. Let's get over there. Actually, there's a little something I need to take care of first. You guys go on ahead. I'll catch up with you later. Huh? Where do you think he's going? Don't worry about it. Come on, guys. It's just like the other 4SPG we did earlier when Van ran off to handle something. Phew, finally caught up with you guys. I was starting to think you weren't going to show at all. Where'd you run off to anyway? Don't you know the hero only ever shows up at the last minute? Come on, let's do this thing. Aaron Way, I figured you'd show up sooner or later. Yeah, we already paid a little visit to your gambler buddies, so let's just get straight to business. There's only a few people in town that would have something to gain from hurting my reputation. Which means you're with the Lai family, aren't you? Since I'm close with the Liu family, you figure you could throw a little more dirt on their name by proxy. I suppose that was the truth in the end. Bravo, right you are. You really managed to turn into a rather unsightly eyesore for us. As far as rumors go, I would have thought you could come up with something a little more juicy, to be honest. Well, if that's what you think, then it seems you don't really understand the true reasoning behind all this deception after all. You see, I left the rumor milling to your little friend here. If you have any complaints, I suggest you take them up with her. Rui Lee. True reason? Give me a break. You sure act high and mighty for a guy holding a debt over her head. Wouldn't be surprised if you threatened her into spraying those lies in the first place. What do you know? Building up debt, working at a brothel, making up rumors. All of that was my decision. But the real reason I ended up like this is because of you, Aaron. This is all your fault. My fault? I've barely even seen you since I moved to the capital. You're the one who started putting distance between us. You're doing all this because Aaron left, aren't you? What do you mean? It's all just conjecture based on what we know so far. But Aaron moved to the capital in September of last year. That was right before you got hooked on gambling. I could tell from how Aaron's been reacting to that. You're not usually the type to do that stuff like that. That's not to mention the expression on your face when we spotted you in Newtown. You looked furious, like someone who had a significant amount of build-up resentment. And I must feel bad for the poor girl having her feelings exposed so blithely. Really, is that true? All I ever did was try to get you to notice me. But at some point, even being around you made me feel like my heart was bleeding. Because I feel like you never even cared. I thought that maybe once there was some distance between us, it would get a little easier. But no, it only made it worse. That's when I started looking for something else, something that would help me move on for good. I'm sorry. Don't apologize, it hurts. I needed an outlet. Yes, she was looking for a way to fight back against the love who never looked her way, and that only ever saw her as a friend. And that's when I stepped in to make her a deal. If she was willing to damage your reputation, I'd write off all the interest on her loan. You're horrible. So basically, you took advantage of her when she was at her lowest. Well, I believe you have a full understanding of the situation now. If you try putting a stop to her rumors, everything she's worked so hard for will go down the drain. Knew I smelled somebody waiting in the wings. What are you planning to do with them? You promised you wouldn't hurt Aaron. Do I look like someone who keeps his promises? Aaron! Don't worry about us, just get out of the way for now. This is my fight, you guys stay out of it. But you'll be totally outnumbered. Hey, are you deaf, old man? As your boss, your safety is my personal responsibility, and no, you don't get a say in that. Aww. Enough talk. Make sure the brat is beaten to a pulp. Alright then, come and get some. 2 versus 4, we can handle this. We got our red and blue boy. You guys are done. Come now, you must be tired after a fight like that, right? As if. You see, I actually have a certain way with dealing with the Lai family chumps like you. Hit him! You better look forward to a lifetime of debt, you greedy little tramp. You're going to pay back every single Mira, including interest. You want your money back? Fine. Huh? 500,000 Mira exactly. Take it. And another thing, if you ever come near Rui Lee again, don't expect to have 2 working legs after. You got a problem with me? tell me to my face next time. Eek! Where'd he get the 500,000? So that's what you went off to do. That was so cool. Aaron, I'm sorry, I'm not looking for an apology. I only did all this to help out a good friend of mine, that's it. But I do have something to say to you, actually. Don't you ever go getting mixed up with scum like that again. If you're in trouble, you come to me next time. And if I can't do something about it, Sid and the others will help you figure it out. That's what friends are for. You're right. Thank you, Aaron. I'll never betray you guys like that again, I promise. And I swear I'll pay back all the 500,000 Mira. I'll work and work until I pay back every last bit. I know you will, but try not to stress over it too much, okay? Just make sure I get it back before I bite the big one. So that was the little errand you were running earlier. Guessing you planned to pay off your debt from the start? You seriously gotta stop playing everything so cool, bro. Oh, I didn't realize you were here as well, Mr. Sid. Hallie called me, so I rushed over. Thanks, you guys. We really appreciate what you've done for us. I'm just glad it's all over now. That sure was a lot of Mira, though. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be. The redhead sure's an interesting guy. Or maybe it's just the boss rubbing off on him? Not likely. That's just how Aaron is. I wouldn't say that. Even though Van thinks so little of himself, he does have a profound effect on the people around him. Miss Rui Lee looks much happier now, despite the rumors she spread will likely dissipate before too long. Aw. That was the money your mother left you, wasn't it, Aaron? I heard about it from Sid. Sheesh, leave it to him to blab about my business to a kid. Truth is, only half of it came from Mom. The rest I saved up from working at the theater. Guess all those leading lady roles really didn't have you rolling in it. But I know he hasn't been on stage in a while, so how do you really get that 500,000 Mira? You did a real chivalrous thing back there, and without hesitation either. Not just anyone could do something like that. It was a small price to pay to put an end to all that mess. Of course I say that, but... Interested in giving me a raise, old timer? Yeah, probably not happening. Alright, we handled it. Alright, well, we are now done, I believe, with all of our 4 SPGs here in Langport. So, let's go ahead, before we end the video, let's head back here, use the hot spring again real quick, and then next time, we are going to finally infiltrate the Great Spire. And there you have it. So, that's going to be it, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe more if you're new to the channel. I'll see you all next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.